Kia ora from Aotearoa. It's Poppy here with the current ninth wave energies, and today we're starting a new night wave, and this is in the energy of 2 Earth, and this is a huge one. It's actually taken me a lot to look into this one, because when I saw it, it's a massive time. It's a massive time for humanity. I've listened to my friend who's an astrologer speak about this time today, because I really feel like I needed to hear other people's points of views, and very much hers is very, very similar to mine. What we're seeing as we move ahead. So she's coming from astrological tarot point of view. I'm coming from the ninth wave Mayan calendar point of view. These things are based in true time, so that's why they do synchronize in. Okay, so it's Nightwave 128 to Earth. This is about the bifurcation, death and rebirth, and massive consciousness shifting. So be prepared to rock and roll with Earth and consciousness changes. It's a night phase, so it's more inward and reflective, and it needs to be, because death, transformation, and shattering of our belief systems is carrying on. I don't know about you, but there has just been an incredible amount of death around where I am. Lots of young people in their 30s even dying of heart attacks and things like that. And it's only just really the beginning. So the old is letting go from within us, from deep within the wounding of the earth too. She's releasing, and we are too. We do this together. We share our consciousness. Like she is all knowledge. It's all within the earth. It's all within her makeup, and it's all within us, and it's all within our DNA and what we share. We are made of the same matter of the earth. Yeah, so when we look at the larger cycles of time, we can see how we travel through eras of consciousness. If you're here experiencing life with Earth now, we are here to correct all that happened before this era of unity consciousness. So humanity are co-creators within the Earth realm. In the 6th era, and you see on the chart, that's the National Underworld, according to Dr Carl Calleman's research on the evolution of consciousness. That was where humanity evolved into a left brain dominated world. That was where the patriarchy was firmly established during this era. And actually what that era was really about, it left the shamanic era where everyone was connected with nature. It was natural to live by nature. Nature informed everybody, and there was that natural intelligence. But with that patriarchy and that era that came in, it was a left brain dominance. And during that time, so many people separated from our source parents. They separated from what a lot of people call now the God and the Goddess, or Mother Earth, Father Sky, Father Time, Mother Earth, all of those two. There was the separation from it. And we as eternal souls, many of us have contributed our consciousness to this time too. So we contributed to that patriarchy. We went through that. We had to have those experiences. So we really have no one to blame about our current situations and where we are at. We can actually be very empowered when we realize that these were all stages of our evolution. We're not victims, okay? We have suffered, yes, we've had pain. I'm not disputing that at all, and I've taken it on big time in this life. And I've had to find out what is at the bottom of this, and how do I move through this, and what is the solution. Otherwise, we just stay victims, and we stay in pain. So, as humans, we are here to learn and grow. The most difficult lessons have come from the time where we have not connected our I am authentic soul with our divine life forces, who are Mother Earth, the Creator, Father Sky, the seed of creation. And now we're at this time of an apocalypse, which just simply means a great reveal, and that's happening. This is a huge change in consciousness. It's the end of a whole era. the beginning of a new, and that is why the earth is going through this bifurcation. We are undoing the trauma, suffering and pain that we caused ourselves and others in our eras and times of separation. So we are both the cause and the remedy. And when we realize this, we will be humbled and hopefully also empowered to be the change that returns us to a new earth type of living. There isn't a hint of jealousy, arrogance, competition or comparison or any other lower frequency thought of or emotion in the way of living in a new earth reality. Everything just will go into this total time of peace, because that's where our consciousness will go. We will have surrendered all that pain, all our ignorance, like when we really know what has happened, we cannot help be humbled by it. And what a grand participation and the wonders of this whole existence. So anyway, these things are being purged from us, and the more we resist or deny or ignore it, the more persistent things will be to cause humanity to experience what is needed most now, the great surrender that leads us back to reconnection and ends the pain and misery of separation for a long time. As this bifurcation grows, we will do well to never fight, but to simply be our authentic selves, holding our ground and keeping the boundaries and the balance that we need to keep ourselves safe and secure in connection with our source parents. We may need masses of courage. There may be great physical death as well as spiritual transformation. There may be pressure and grooming, and it's already happening a little bit, from extraterrestrials or those on Earth who think they're channeling them, who would relieve us of a painful Earth existence only into slave people another way. It's a trick. So you've got all of these people out there saying the aliens are here and they're going to come and get us and they're going to save us, and they're all coming in their fleets and yay and eureka and all of that. Actually, no. We are the ones that bring the change with our consciousness. This is part of human evolution and mastery. It's not about being saved. We've been primed that there's outer saviors for so long, and it's actually all rests with us. And the money system may crash good and proper too. It's all set up and ready to go. But remember, there's always a flip side to everything, and something wonderful can come out of what we fear the most. Like, I also have a feeling of anticipation and excitement. Like, I know, and I have had big tears. I have been crying, and I have been working things out, and I have been going through it along with everybody else as well. But we are here to assist the earth with our consciousness, with co-creation, and she with us, not to be removed from her one way or another. Just watch out for that. It's such a trick. So, on 1 Water, which is either the 14th or the 15th of October, depending on where you live, there is a solar eclipse. And this is within a 9-day phase and 11 death. And this is a profound surrender, perhaps so profound that it may be experienced as desperation for some. It depends where we are in our consciousness. And sometimes it's going to be a very rude awakening and a rude shock for some. And none of us is getting away with it. Emotional sensitivity will be so strong that it's optimum for purging and burning out our debts and regrets to forgive ourselves and others completely. I get the sense we're going to get a whole big picture of the whole going on, and it will really bring us to our knees. And true karma, and I see it like a vision. It's like this huge cloud, and there's just so much in this cloud. There's light and there's dark and there's stuff that's moving all around, and it's just washing over us all. It's like we've come to this place, the whole earth is going through this place within its trajectory that is this place of this karma, I can just see the vision so strongly in my mind that no one else can avoid it. But there's heaps of light, and there's heaps of sparkles, and there's heaps of promise. There's just like this massive change, whatever it is, whatever we have lived to this point, our karma, what we, it's that sowing and reaping. There's cause and effect. These are just actual natural principles of the universe. So there may be many tears of grief as we lose what we have known as familiar. There may be tears of joy too, as the pain and suffering of the past loses its hold on our consciousness too. But everyone will experience a different journey through this time. Being authentic, loving, true, loyal and humble and compassionate will help the situation a lot. So thank you for all the people that are able to hold that. Thank you for all the growth and all the change and everything you have done to this point to make this time, where we will get through this. And the Tracina is the owl Tracina, and this is about our wise and sovereign choices. It's like being a voyager, a traveller, a discoverer on a journey. It's also like the owl. To me, it's like I see the owl flying in the night, flying through and aware of the energies and everything that is there, moving around in a very savvy and conscious way. And it's the 128th ninth wave, time wave of 36 solar days since the era of unity consciousness began. These messages are gleaned mostly from meditation with Papatuanuku, Mother Earth, and also Ranginui, and they rely on ancient remembrance accessed from her knowledge encoded within my DNA. We may all access such remembrance, and we most certainly will be doing that over this next 18 days. Thank you so much to everyone joining me on the sacred task of birthing unity. In Lakesh, I am another you. So much love.